Dad's Train Room, Episode 5, Take 27. Try it again, Dad. Action.
Hi there. Today on Dad's Train Room, we're going to be talking about circus trains. Circus in America is known for traveling by train. So when I was a boy growing up, most boys dreamed that they could be working in a circus, living in a circus, traveling from town to town. And you did this by the train. It was fascinating. You got trains, you got clowns, you got the big top, you had elephants. It was wonderful. And we all dreamed about it. It was so cool. Well, if you want to be in the circus, well, the first thing that everybody thinks about a circus, they think about the ringmaster. So we put our ringmaster right here. Today, instead of the normal engineer's hat, I think we'll trade that up and we will put on our black top hat. Ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, welcome to Dad's Train Room Circus. Ha ha ha! We would get so excited because all around town you'd have posters like this one put up. Not a creepy clown to make you scared, but you would see this and think, that's wonderful, happy time, because clowns' whole job in life is to make children happy. So, I got my little clown nose. Ta-da! Dad the Clown. Nowadays, when kids think of circuses, they think of mainly one-ring circuses, a couple of acts, something that lasts about an hour long. If they used to train nowadays, it would look a little like this. And this is fun for our train layout, but remember, we're in G scale, which is gigantic. So I think if you're going to have a gigantic train layout, you should really have a gigantic train. Welcome to Dad's Train Room, the greatest show on earth. If you're going to have a circus, well, you're going to need popcorn. So we got a popcorn maker. And you're going to need cotton candy, because every kid loves cotton candy. Whole variety of colors, pure sugar fun. And you need a proper circus train. So if you're going to do G scale, people expect a gigantic train. So I take you to the Wilson Brothers circus train. Now this is a proper length for a circus train. Back in the old days, some circuses were so big that they would actually take two trains. They'd have so many acts and so many fun things going on all the time. It was just fascinating. And as you can tell, this one takes a while to go by. Kids love it at the show because it is what a circus train they always imagined it being. And that's the way to go. Now when I got this train, I had one problem. It was supposed to be this little tractor that went with it that would help you set up the tents. I couldn't get it. I got the car for it, but I couldn't get the tractor itself. I looked around a long time, but I finally realized I didn't want the tractor. I wanted more circus wagons. I wanted more the fantasy of it all instead of the reality of all the nuts and bolts. Because that's where the imagination truly lies. So, I looked around and I found the drawings for this. This is an organ wagon. I built this. Other people did designs on it, and it is modeled after a real circus organ wagon. And I painted it in the same color as the other wagons so that it really does look like it fits into the layout. But my circus train, although there are others just like it, none of them have my organ wagon. The reason this was so special in the day was music, if you wanted to hear it, you had to play it yourself. It wasn't just on your phone or on the TV. They didn't have those things back then. So one of the things you got at the circus was a real organ, real music. Now when it came to the circus, one of the things kids really loved were clowns. A clown's whole job was to entertain kids and make them laugh. Nowadays, people see them as kind of a creepy thing, but that was never how they were intended. There are three major types of clowns. Two that come from Europe, and one that is homebred in America, called the hobo clown. Usually with a darker face, usually looking kind of sad. And these clowns were actually hobos that rode the rails. And it was easy to find soot because they didn't have a lot of money, and they would do their makeup that way. And they would try and make kids laugh. Nothing creepy about it. Being a clown is a wonderful thing to do. Nothing is more wonderful than a smile on a kid's face. So, if I'm ever a clown, I put on my clown nose. Makes you go a little cross-eyed, but it's fun. And I would maybe put on a silly hat or something. Serious hat. Silly hat. And you entertain the kids. I don't ever put on the makeup because I don't want the kids to be scared of me. Anytime that they look at me kind of weird, they just see a regular dad with a funny nose that I can take off.
Hey, look, Dad, I'm a clown.
Now, one of the great things about these G-scale trains is you can put figures that are like the size of action figures inside the cars. You can have clowns waving out of the doorway. That's really cool because when the kids look over and they see a clown waving, they're not scared of the clown and they see it's kind of cool. I can put people sitting in the chairs. I can put this little guy on the end of the train waving at everybody as they're leaving the station. These kind of details is what make a train come to life. It's what kids really enjoy seeing. That's all the time we have right now for the Circus Train edition of Dad's Train Room. I hope you had a lot of fun, because nothing says a kid's imagination like a circus train. It really doesn't. I did want to say a couple of quick words like thank you to Christina, my good friend who helps me clown around sometimes, making kids happy. I also wanted to thank everybody out there. We just passed our 100 view mark for our episode series. I didn't think we'd get more than 5 views. And quite honestly, I thought that would be me just watching them with the boys. I kind of like it that other people seem to enjoy this as well. So until next time, have fun and don't stop being a kid.